it makes me think about mothers, sons, and girlfriends. And I wanted to, get into this discussion of mothers, sons, and girlfriends. And why is it that us as Black men, where we can recognize when we're coming up, even with single Black mothers and all the things that they do and the different hats that they wear, what is it that's something that I like to point out about this betrayal that happens when they become men? It's almost as if they don't see their mothers as women. They see their mothers as mothers. And all of a sudden, when they become men, they develop this patriarchal attitude of now all of a sudden, a woman can't do all of these things. Yeah. And if she did step out and wanted to defend herself, it becomes, well, that's what she gets for trying to be me. And I see a lot of that coming from brothers who were raised, if not by single women, but a majority of women. Even the fathers in the house, it's like majority of women. Where do you think that come from, bro?
I think a lot of men are looking for identity, and they look for identity in the wrong places. And the thing is, they may have a lack of role models, honestly. And when they do engage with a role model, it's never the person that you should be engaged with. Like I think about, some of my homeboys back in the day, they had that uncle ain't had no job that lived with Big Mama. Mm-hmm. Like he was the man they had the most time with, even if they had dads, because dad was at work. So you got, pretty much bums. You got bums or men or boys that aren't that much older than you, and they're just regurgitating this information about, being a man. And the thing is, you have a cognitive dissonance when you think about, my mom, my family members that are women, or my daughters. Like I have a cognitive dissonance where like I don't see them with the same vitriol that I see women I'm trying to sleep with. That's what it is. And it's really sad because a lot of us are raised in a matriarchy. And that's because of a variety of systems, whether it's the mortality rate of Black men, whether it's absenteeism, which isn't high in the grand scheme of things, but it's still high in our communities, especially ones that are impoverished. And a lot of us come up with it, and we have some resentment, because we're wondering where did the men go? And we don't necessarily put that on the men or the system that caused the men to have to leave or to be imprisoned or to can't live in the house. Yes, that happens, but we should say, you know what? That's messed up. But you know what? Thank you, mama, dear mama. Literally, thank you for being there and helping raise us. And so we have this cognitive dissonance is that, I'm a man now, I've reached a certain age. Now my thoughts, my actions, my views are better than women. And that's just the patriarchy. That's just misogyny. If a woman is an accountant and I'm not, she's going to take care of the bills. Why? Because she has the skills. It's easy. It's easy. But we fall victim to this patriarchy, which massages the ego. It makes you only being a man is the only thing you need on your resume. And so you get guaranteed leadership, you get guaranteed wisdom, guaranteed intelligence, guaranteed virtue, because as a man, that's what you get. That's what the Bible may say, but if you unpack it, it's the patriarchy again. And so we look at that, but we still have a fondness for our mom and a fondness for the women that raised us, so we don't inflict the same harm we do to women we're trying to have sex with. I mean, it's so much to unpack. I mean, you talk about bag lady, there's a lot of bag men, and they keep it with them, man. They keep all their terribleness just on their back, man. It weighs them down.